I want to piggyback off that because that's a good segue into our first topic. So, speaking of pendulum swinging, so this is big news, and this is not like normally I just cover this in a video and not talk about it on stream, but I figured since why not? It's huge, man. Like Leah Thomas apparently has been banned from competing against women as swimming cracks down on transgender athletes as a whole. Apparently now their rule is that if they reached male puberty at all in any capacity, that they are not allowed to compete against women. I have my little conspiracy about this, but I just wanted to get your guys' take on it before I, go down the rabbit hole. Obviously, I think it's a good thing, but go ahead, shoot.
It sounds to me like they're wanting people to fucking transition before hitting puberty.
Right.
God damn it, man! You fucking took my conspiracy. I give up.
You had to know we was all thinking that.
We're all a hive mind with this shit. We all know what the other's gonna say about this issue because it's just it's the obvious step, especially with this title. I mean, what terrifies me the most about this is that when you guys were in the Twitter chat, I may have sent like a link to a video I was watching while I was at work of like a detransitioner who basically said her horror story of how they just get these people early on, get them on these meds. They literally just walk into the clinic and they tell the doctor, yeah, I think I may have some gender dysphoria or some mental issues. And they literally immediately when they hear those keywords, they're like, oh yeah, you're trans. You actually are. You may look like a boy, but you're actually a girl. Here, I'm gonna give you this prescription. Go to the doctor in a few days or so. Go get your prescription on hormones and start taking that shit. And then and it's all a money sink. It's all and it creates this endless machine, a new endless source of revenue for the medical industry. And no, this is not a conspiracy. This is obviously the creation of a new business enterprise that is currently worth billions of dollars.
Tranny money, tranny economy.
But does it piss anyone else off how Leah Thomas spells his name? Like, we all know the correct spelling is Leha. You're not fucking Japanese. Enough of that LIA bullshit.
Yeah. I mean...
Wait, what?
For existing.
Yeah, like
That's
the way...
good.
I mean,
I saw that. I saw this development years ago when we, because we are analyzing scripts for Hollywood and helping actors out, for their self-tape auditions, for their castings, and also kind of chemistry readings and directors' readings and all that. And so we were already like very concerned, like before this whole woke thing like really exploded in our face and was pretty blatant and obvious, that there was this radicalization of the dialogue between man and female going on, right? That it was more and more antagonistic. Like even if there were lovers in the movies, in the movie itself, or in the pilot that they were shooting, or even in the audition, like in the scene, it was increasingly getting to a confrontation. And yes, acting is about conflicts and confrontation and drama, but it was a confrontation on competing against each other, not a confrontation on values, on moral standpoints, on their respective backgrounds, why they are against certain things or for certain things, and kind of resolving that during the plot line. No, it was about militarizing the woman the whole time. And I feel this is the exact same thing. They want man and female constantly fight and compete against each other, right? Not about values, about sex, about all this stuff, right? That is given, but now we are fighting about fundamental and granular things of our own existence. And this is great because as long as the ants fight, right, the big bugs, they control the ecosystem.
Like this picture speaks volumes, by the way.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
look at that face.
He looks like Andrew Garfield.
He got more of a muscular face when he went to a woman versus a man, which is
how
a little strange. I don't know how. That's just how it works out.
Like, look at those facial muscles. They got definition. What the fuck?
Yeah, he gained a jaw.
This creature, I don't like this tranny demon because of this tranny demon, I got a community guideline strike for calling a tranny demon a fucking man. It's not a fucking man. It's a creature. It is a tranny demon creature, and the sooner it detrannies, the better.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Well, now that he can't compete, though, he probably will, because he didn't do anything to become this. I mean, this takes just a fucking wig
He grew his
and
hair out.
No,
I mean, grow the hair out.
It's not nothing.
No.
Wear women's clothes.
I don't think
mean,
he
that makes
cares
him a
about-
woman, right?
I don't think he cares about going back to compete. Come on, how much money you probably think like he's probably getting from being sponsored to be the face of this controversy? It's like Colin Kaepernick, who always puts out these videos like, "Yeah, I'm training again. I'm gonna go to the NFL." Y'all not trying to get back in the game. Y'all get more money from being the face of whatever the conflict is. This boy knew that he was not a good swimmer, period, right? So whatever he had to do, now he has attention. He'll make more money being a controversy, you know what I mean? Like a talked about person.
Right.
So no,
That's like a profession. It has become a profession. I agree with you on that. Like being a controversy, is now like a profession. Oh, I can make money just by standing in the middle of two opposite kind of belief systems. That's beautiful. Let me be the friction zone of your fucking rants, and I get money out of it. But the problem is that these people, they will lose their identity, their culture, and their the spirituality in the process, just to kind of make some money. I mean, we know that people are always, not all of the people, I mean, but a lot of people are, of course, because of their situation, of their background, of their whatever they are facing in life, they are ready to trade some money against some spirituality. But if it goes to to the point where you actually change your biological disposition just to make some dollars, I mean,
that's extreme.
I mean,
my question too, just real quick. My question: so, if he's banned from sports now, does he give back the trophies that he won off the backs of women's? No, right? He keeps everything.
He keeps everything.
They're not going to take his trophies. That's going to be another
Did you guys-
controversy.
That's going to be the
Did you
next
guys
thing that they
see-
fight for, though. They're going to fight to get his trophies removed.
Right.
He went down specifically for two women. I forgot the name of the other one, but I think one is Riley Gaines or something like that. He went down specifically because of the testimony of two women when they had this whole actual like meeting or whatever. Like
something in Riley Gaines.
Yeah. Like those two women are the reason why I truly believe like that's what broke everything. Like because the banning came shortly after that actual conference with those two women and their testimonies. So
but it had to take
I saw this article where Riley Gaines was talking, and the article headline was like, Riley Gaines talks about being uncomfortable in the dressing room with Leah Thomas's banana. And this is right as the Lizzo stuff was happening. I'm like, what the fuck is the media's obsession with potassium right now?
And they were obsessed with like the size of his shit too. They were like, oh, she won't talk about how big it was. We asked her 5 times. Like, why does that? What does that even matter?
So this
one time for each half inch.
Like,
oh my god.
I mean, from the door. I remember when this was happening, and I made a video about it. This was, I think, last year. Was it last year? Yeah.
Last April. I remember. I got a strike from it.
And I was telling people, like, you better, especially Black folk. This particular video, I was like, your daughters, they get the track scholarships. These boys are going to come, and they're not men, right? They're kooks. Anybody who acts like this has a borderline personality disorder that is out of this world. And they're going to come and take it away from your daughter. And that was also around the time when that Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown was talking, I can't define a woman. And I'm like, this is the lady who's going to listen to cases and make decisions, but she can't define what a woman is.
And by the way, Black women are going through that right now. I've been covering. I got 2 videos right now talking about that. Black women at war with the
tranny demon.
Demons. Yeah, just say
it. Thank you, Ryan.
He was trying not to say it.
They're a little late to the game, but yeah.
But you see, this is the headlines they choose to run. Isn't that crazy? Like you rather run this headline than run the fact that she got banned, because they don't want to talk about him getting banned, right? They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to acknowledge it. That's not something you're not gonna see mainstream news talking about it heavily. But they'll run this article though. They'll run this about how Riley Gaines in an interview. I forgot who she was interviewing with. It was some fucking guy everybody hates. Forgot his name. Bill Maher. And Bill Maher was repeatedly asking Riley Gaines about that, and it's like you're choosing to talk about that, like you're a psychopath. You know what I mean? It's just it's ridiculous.
Didn't she say that she got assaulted or something?
Say,
like
Bill Maher he's a comedian first and foremost, so he probably had some jokes to go along with it, like to get her to say something so he could spit out some jokes. Because he's been a comedian for like 50 years now. And now whether you like his comedy or not, I mean that's up for debate. But there was probably some built-in comments he had already planned if he could get her to answer.